Capture the flag.
What's up, guys? Optimus Crime here. Today we got some, well, the other day, I think I was on Sunday, playing some custom games. That shit was a lot of fun. And one of the dudes had all the maps. In fact, we played one of the maps, well, obviously this is Onslaught. It's probably one of my favorite Halo 3 maps. I don't know, I just love Onslaught, man. It's a lot of fun. But we also played, that new King of the Hill map. I can't remember the name of it. It's a Forge map, obviously. But yeah, I got a gameplay of it. I might post it. Maybe not. But yeah. And then we played. It was like the arena game type. I saw the that King of the Hill map that I was talking about. That one time I was watching that tournament this past weekend, the Halo Reach tournament. The pros were playing on that map, and I didn't recognize it, and I was curious. So. But I only played it once, and I did pretty decent on it, considering I wasn't familiar with the map, you know. Typically, I mean, if you're not familiar with the map, you're probably not going to do as well as you could, for obvious reasons, you know. But, yeah, this, I actually sped up the deaths in this video, just to try and cut back on the time, or cut back on the, you know, the length of the video. Make it a little bit shorter. I hope y'all appreciate that, I guess. I mean, it doesn't make, I don't know, it makes a little bit of a difference. I mean, nothing drastic, but I don't know, just anything to help just a little bit, I guess. But, yeah, guys, I guess for today, I just want to talk about, you know, how important maps are, I guess, and how important they're gonna be competitively for Halo 4, you know. And now, I mean, sort of touched on this earlier in one of my previous commentaries, but you know, maps are important, man. And if Halo 4 doesn't have any good competitive maps, which so far, you know, they really haven't, or at least the maps that they've released thus far, you know, they've said that they want to make, you know, more competitive maps, and they've even said that some of the maps that they've released for, I guess, gameplay videos or for the pros to play on when they were there in E3 were supposed to be more competitive maps. But the pros, you know, they sort of mentioned that, you know, those maps just aren't going to play well competitively. I mean, there's just too many corridors and just random places for people to come out, pop out the cut and shit, and I don't know, it just doesn't play well. And so I was, you know, I obviously don't have any clue on how to design a map or anything, but I just feel like from a competitive standpoint, just try and keep it simple and shit, you know, sort of like Onslaught. I love Onslaught. It's just got the symmetrical design, which I like, and you know, it's relatively open. You got long or big line of sights, I guess. You know, you can see from across the map and help your teammate out, and you know, and they can, I think 343 can take a page out of Infinity Wars book on what not to do. You know, for instance, Modern Warfare 3. Those maps, I mean, that was one of the main reasons why I hated Modern Warfare 3, dude. The maps were terrible, dude. There were no line of sights, man. You couldn't, I don't know, it was just all, they intended to make it more gun on gun by just making you know, smaller corridors, or I guess, you know, trying to avoid all these open areas. But by doing so, I don't know, you limit a player's ability to essentially gain map control and dominate, and give their team the advantage. You know, there was no clear-cut dominating position on the majority of the maps, you know. And I think you need I fail miserably at trying to help my teammate out. I think I shot him rather than shooting, or shot my teammate rather than shooting the other guy. But anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, So I think that it benefits a map to have a more dominant position, you know, to where, I don't know, it just benefits your team, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's a good thing competitively. Y'all might disagree, and if you do, please say so and why. I like reading y'all's comments. Y'all don't really comment that much, but it's alright. Anyways, let's see. Now, as for maps that I think could be possible remakes, I don't know, because you got all these additions of the armor abilities. And the thing is, you know, I enjoy somewhat small maps as well. I mean, I do like variation. I like medium-sized maps and small maps. But the thing is, I don't know if small maps are really going to work that well. Reason being is primarily because of Promethean vision. I mean, obviously, if the map is small, Promethean vision is pretty much going to be able to see the whole map, and therefore see where everyone is, you know, the enemy's position. So, I mean, that's a huge advantage, and it might be a little OP. And I don't know if y'all have noticed, and sort of combat that, you know, Promethean vision from being too overpowered, a lot of the maps that I've been seeing in Halo 4 are somewhat circular, I guess, in design. That way, you know, it's not like, take Onslaught for example. It's sort of a box, okay? And if I use Promethean vision like right now, I could my vision like in front of me is pretty much the whole map, and I would be able to see the whole entire enemy position, you know, and I'd be able to call them out. But if a lot of the maps in Halo 4 are somewhat circular, so you only see a piece of the pie, I guess. You know, you don't see the whole thing. And I don't know, I guess that's one way they combat Promethean vision. But besides Promethean vision, you know, you got jetpack and shit, which was in Halo 4. And then you got thruster and all that other shit. But I don't know. So let's say Halo 4 or MLG decides not to use any of the armor abilities. Other than sprint, I think sprint will probably stay for MLG. But we'll see. But I don't know, some possible remakes I guess I would like to see. You know, I don't know, I think Guardian would be pretty cool. And and besides, like, I want to see maps that also allow for different game types. You know, I don't want to see capture the flag and Slayer and that's it. You know, we obviously need something new, need something different. You know, I want to see Oddball again. You know, I enjoyed Oddball. Guardian Oddball was a lot of fun. You know, I mean, you had, I don't know, and I want to see Assault or Bomb. You know, that shit was a lot of fun. Did Onslaught have Assault or Bomb? I can't remember. I know towards the end it was just strictly capture the flag, but I think initially it did have Bomb or Assault, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I can't remember. But anyways, yeah, I want to see some different game types. You know, I want to, and they might create something new for MLG, and or at least Halo 4 that could be used in MLG. So I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, going back to maps that I want to see, I guess should be brought back. I mean, if we're not going to use armor abilities, and you know, I definitely want to see Lockout back. We've talked about this, man. Lockout's the best map all time in Halo history, probably, in my opinion. I mean, it was definitely one of the most widely played map in terms of 1v1 and competitively. Well, I guess mostly 1v1. It wasn't that great of a 4v4 map. It was definitely mostly 1v1, but it was still fun 1v1. Let's see, what other map? I think I mentioned Guardian. I want to see Narrows again. I really like Narrows. There was a Forge map created for Halo Reach for Narrows, which I actually played the same day I played this. at the same time I was playing with these guys. It was a lot of fun. It was just not the same, you know, as the Halo 3 Narrows. See, I'm trying to think of any Halo 2 maps other than Lockout. Shit, I don't know. I haven't played Halo 2 in forever. Forgot a lot of the maps. But I don't know, guys. What maps do y'all want to see? I'm kind of drawing a blank here. But anyways, yeah. I don't know. My point is in this video, I guess, is, you know, maps are very important. And I mean, like Modern Warfare 3, you know, they have the potential to sort of ruin the game, the whole game experience. And for me, you know, it can kill a game. You know, I wouldn't want to play it if the maps are fucking terrible. So, you know, I'm sure 343 is going to do a good job on the maps. I mean, and I'm sure they're not going to pull an Infinity Ward, but still, nonetheless, they gotta, you know, if they want this game to, you know, succeed in the esports area, you know, they're gonna have to, you know, make sure they listen to pros, because, you know, I mean, pros know what they're talking about, you know, so just listen to them and make some good maps. 343, we need it. Alright, peace out, guys.